Oh boy, this is gonna be one hell of a channel to talk about. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the EdTalks after 2 weeks. Now, today we're going to be talking about a channel from a certain community that you can find all around this site. There are made videos about them, but they don't stop. They are being heavily criticized, but they can never be wrong. That actually rhymed and I didn't even intend that. Welcome to the territory of Christian conspiracy channels.
Going down the rabbit hole, that is a reference to sodomy, to the sodomy of a child.
You might have seen some of the more popular of these channels, probably in reaction videos to be honest, because God, there are just so many. Because it's just the perfect material, those people you can make fun of, and everyone can agree that it's fair. Channels like The Vigilant Christian, Girl Defined, are pretty much known for their notorious bigotry and hypocrisy. But today we're going to talk about another channel that surprisingly no one has talked about yet, or at least nobody that I know, which is a shame, because it's absolutely hilarious. Just to give you a bit of an introduction to this channel, it's called Hikida Headlines, and it has the greatest video titles you've ever seen. Don't drink any more water until you watch this. I'm actually like dying of thirst right now. This is amazing. What Mark Zuckerberg isn't telling you. I mean, I don't know, that title isn't even that bad. It's just the fully stretched freeze frame of Mark Zuckerberg. So now this is one of my favorites. This shocking evidence will scare you. That's like the most overgeneralized thing I've ever heard. Like, this shocking evidence will scare you. That's actually what this video could be called. I found a sex tape between my 3-year-old brother and my mother. This shocking evidence will scare you. That's too good of a title. Did Kate Middleton just give birth to the Antichrist? Mom! Did she give birth to the Antichrist? Mom! I'm trying to be H3 here. Disturbing! Antichrist Jesus Food Company. I feel like the emphasis on the word disturbing wasn't the right way to phrase that, but maybe that's just me. And also there's my personal favorite. Top 5 reasons why I don't have sex anymore. That was just too good, come on. That's brilliant. Now please take a note of this. I'm not saying all of these videos are bad. I just think the titles are funny. Now, when I read them, I instantly thought, this isn't going to be good. And so I took a look.
I wanted to go over the satanic ritual that was the 2018 Met Gala last night. I mean, just take a look at these pictures. These aren't even all the pictures I could find. These are just some of them. But again and again with the all-seeing eye.
So, if you aren't aware, this is what she likes to call the all-seeing eye. And I would like to say that she tries to say it's a proof of something, which doesn't seem to be the case, okay? Because there are way too many people doing it. What does that even mean? It doesn't mean anything, okay? Let's just be real about that one. It most likely doesn't mean anything. And the second thing is that it's pretty much a reinvention of no-chin.
The masses out there just think this is all a coincidence, and they all just love doing the all-seeing eye. They love putting it on the back of our dollar bill. They love putting it everywhere we look. And then of course we have her doing the all-seeing eye on the cover of Cosmopolitan. You can see him doing the all-seeing eye. So again, we see Rihanna doing the all-seeing eye again and again on her album covers and her music videos. I mean, she even has the shh tattooed on her finger. Here she is doing the all-seeing eye and the 666 hand sign.
You see, because if you're a pussy and you're hiding your putrid, malformed chin behind your hand, your sleeve, or your microphone, you're showing people that you are extremely self-conscious. You're showing people that you're a pussy, and that takes a lot of the oomph out of your bullshit.
She also sees the checkerboard symbolism, which, as people pointed out in the comments, obviously, is just, it's popular to decorate things with checkerboards. And it looks pretty cool, I'll be honest.
And she just loves the black and white symbolism. She has worn black and white at every single Met Gala she has attended.
I'm sorry, literally everyone in this photo is dressed in black and white.
Black and white dress, black and white dress, black and white dress. or black and white outfit.
No point there.
Another black and white
There's
dress.
no point
now, this
there.
wouldn't
So
have anything to do with
why do you keep
Freemasonry,
mentioning
would
it over and over
the
again?
fact that every Mason lodge has a black and white checkerboard floor. When I see a Mason lodge, I peek inside. Every single last one that I've ever seen has a black and white checkerboard floor.
What? And so I got introduced to the channel known as Hacking the Headlines, or HDH for short, and I was instantly hooked ever since. I watched a lot more videos in a similar tone, found a lot of great meme material, but then I tried to actually think. If I was a Christian, right? If I was heavily Christian, these videos would make sense to me, right? Like telling that Antichrist is being born and stuff like that, and the answer is no. Now, I would like to clear some stuff up here. I've got nothing against Christians, or any religion for that matter, as long as they are being reasonable, and she isn't either. She says that you should question everything you see, whilst listing random sources off of Google as her evidence, sometimes, but mostly linking no sources at all. She's obviously homophobic. It's kind of like the rap game, really. You can't be Christian and not be homophobic.
First, they need to establish this one world religion, which is going to be brought in under the disguise of love. Love everybody. Love is love. It doesn't matter if you want to be a sodomite or a homosexual.
Fucking Christ, mate. What is wrong with you? On top of all of this, she seems to think that literally everyone with a little bit of fame is a slave to some greater powers. Based on not the best evidence.
I really don't think this girl is on the up and up, obviously. She would never be given the spotlight at the Grammy Awards. She wouldn't be performing with Bruno Mars. She wouldn't be getting pushed onto the masses if she was spilling their secrets.
I determine, or she determines, in this case, who is a slave and who isn't, because she wouldn't be performing with Bruno Mars, if she actually is talented enough. Like, do you determine who has talent? I don't. Now, I always thought the comments of videos like these must be absolutely amazing. And they were. Oh boy, were they amazing. He is questioning everything, and everyone just sits and laughs. Then they go back to their mediocre job, their fast food every day. Women run social media. Men are slave to their lust of women, and women are slave to men's validation. That is what social media has done. Anyone ever wonder why women don't play video games? That's right. Because they're playing games with men. It is entertaining to them. They don't need to play video games. Boom! Wake up! That better be ironic, okay? Like, that's just too insane. Like, half of the replies are just, I'm a girl and I like playing video games right now. This is amazing. The creepiest is the food talk. Ariana Grande likes tacos? Like, what the fuck? That's not just a random thought. In fact, I don't think her flighty random thoughts are random. They are totally intentional covered hints.
Ariana Grande likes tacos?
Yeah. You heard it here first. Poppy's heading around the country, everybody.
Poppy's going on tour.
Yeah.
Poppy is?
Cool.
The fact that people to this day still don't know it's fake is actual insanity.
Now, sometimes there are people who actually try to argue, and the replies to them are usually something like, you don't understand, you just can't comprehend this.
I know some people out there might think this is crazy, you know, just the fact you might be able to entertain that there's a such thing as Illuminati sacrifices or whatever you want to call them, but you just can't wrap your mind around how the news could possibly lie about this too.
So you are saying that there are Illuminati sacrifices and that I am just not able to wrap my head around this concept. And that might be true, actually. It could be true. But I am just not able to wrap my head around it, so you're gonna have a hard time explaining it to me. But what I wanna propose to you is a thought that you're gonna have equally hard time condensing into your mind. What if the Illuminati sacrifices don't exist? Do you take that into consideration? She also has this really strange Prince E tone in her videos. I can't really explain it any other way. I don't know if anybody here remembers Prince E. He was kind of this spiritual guru who didn't do much research, had this terrible poetry. Go watch the videos on him, I'm sure you'll have a great time. And I feel like she does the same things he does. She exaggerates beyond belief, like in her live stream, internet to crash in 48 hours. AI is going to take over.
If they were to shut off the internet, we might, go outside and talk to our neighbors and be normal human beings again.
And you just look at the comment section, you see the comments she hearted herself. If we type something out and hit send, doesn't AI sort of already control us anyway? It's an electronic world where our thoughts and words are transmitting it to bits and bytes. Are we already AI'd in a way? Definitely. Try talking to a preteen nowadays. Hey, that's me. They're all computers. Ones and zeros. No sense of real being. It's getting diabolical. That is just so fucking strange. I feel like when people started writing books, they were getting AI'd because what they said was getting transmitted. Wait, I'm watching this video on the internet, right? You're getting AI'd yourself by simply uploading this. You fucking muppet. Sometimes I wonder, like, if the internet is that evil, why didn't you just leave it? Fuck off. It's all evil. Leave it. But anyways, not talking about bizarre living of the internet. Now, we got through some stuff I want to talk about now, but there's a lot more. There's always more.
I could do a video every day if I wanted. That's how much content she puts out.
But just imagine this. Imagine if a channel like this would crush with the weird side of YouTube. It's probably the only way to describe her videos on Poppy.
I'm Poppy.
I don't know if you guys remember Poppy. She was basically a weird girl on the internet back in the day, and many people tried to explain her videos. Some people just memed it.
I'm Poppy.
Some people like proper theories, and she kind of mixed the two in an absolutely brilliant way. She tried to make a proper theory, but instead just made something so memeable? Not even memeable, just fucking stupid.
MK Ultra, MK Ultra, MK Ultra, MK Ultra, MK Ultra mind control program, MK Ultra mind control.
MK Ultra, you hear it a lot on this channel. She likes to use the word a lot. But what even is it? Well, she doesn't do the best job of explaining it and lists no sources. So I just did some digging on my own and found this. It's a project discontinued since 1975, may I remind you, where you break someone's mind by several forms of torture. It's all really disgusting, okay? But if you want to read something about it, I'll leave some links below. I don't know if they are legit, but if she says me the links aren't legit, I don't know where she gets her sources from. I don't know. The first thing that struck me weirdly after finding out that what this was is that it ended in 1975 or somewhere like that. So how does this clone of concentration camp for celebrities have anything to do in this time zone? I don't think that's the right word. But anyways, the thing is, these people still think it exists. And was there proof for this? I've got no fucking clue. But what I do have a clue about is that they've got these signs by which you can figure out which of your favorite Muppets who can't even speak properly but for some reason try to sing is a victim of this horrible torture. It's not like we are trying to convince you that all of them are.
Everywhere you look. I mean, even the royal wedding, black and white checkerboard floor, showing their allegiance.
And I gotta be honest, I went into this very open mind, very interested, but came out very... The problem with these signs is that they can be applied to pretty much anyone. Blonde hair.
Just the fact that the song is called Bleach Blonde Baby is also very symbolic of MK Ultra, because they always mark their slaves with the bleach blonde hair.
There are way too many celebrities who went through her phase where you'd want to look like a fucking weep anime cunt. How does that even mean anything?
Often disguised as security or entourage members, handlers manage an MK Ultra slave on behalf of whatever secret society or intelligence agency they belong to.
It can be literally anyone. I mean, if you have any sort of evidence that someone is a handler... No, you don't? Oh, that's cool. There is this question that comes to my head often when I see this type of content, symbolisms and stuff. If you're a handler, why would you show these signs to people? Like, you've got a slave, you need people to know that they are a slave. No, you don't. You're a fucking moron. But I got carried away a bit here. There's some other stuff I'd like to take a look with these videos. The whole video, actually both of the videos she's made can be pretty much summarized as follows. I found something on the internet that I don't understand, and because I'm too lazy to do any research at all, I fail to comprehend that she indeed is an actress, and so I just search for random symbolisms to label her something I can just hate on and not spend more attention.
I guess there's some other explanations you could use for it, like she is an actress playing a part.
Poppy is obviously an actress. You can find interviews with her where she's acting normal with none other than Sam fucking Pepper.
Well, Sam, tell me a little bit about what you like about music and anybody that you know.
Poppy, I'll tell you that.
The name Poppy came from an old friend of mine. She thought that I looked like a character in this movie we were watching, so she started introducing me to people as Poppy, and it stuck. Aww. But that came in because we just needed a little extra spice to it, I guess you could say.
It's not any Poppy, she's that Poppy.
I'm really surprised that Mars Argo wasn't mentioned in this at all, by the way. If you don't know who Mars Argo is, look it up and you'll understand why I'm actually really happy she wasn't mentioned in this. I mean, I like Mars Argo, okay? Like, I'll be honest, you can hate me all you want for it, but God knows what would happen, okay? The type of shenanigans that would start happening, like, it's too much. So I don't know what just happened, but I just found these videos from Hikida Headlines that are quite frankly pretty offensive. I'm talking about the videos where she talks about XXXTentacion and Mac Miller. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to think of what could offend me about this. I'll give you a hint what both of these artists have in common. Yes, they both died this year. Of course she had to make videos conspiring about their deaths, that they all still could be alive. I mean, of course she had to. And I just found it a bit disrespectful. Like, if I were a fan of them, their friends, maybe even their family seeing this, I would be fucking moved, okay? It just doesn't seem right. And I can't really put my finger on the reason why. Actually, I can. It's that I fucking hate people like this that blatantly disrespect the dead by questioning the legitimacy of their deaths. It's pathetic. And this is coming up from a person who might actually be a fan of hers. Probably isn't mine anymore though. And I don't seem to be the only one to feel strongly about this. I know the people in the comments seem to agree. I don't really get the same level of aggravation when she mentions some of this on her live stream, but the videos are just like, she must have recorded, edited, watched, and uploaded this, and at no point did she think, maybe if I'll upload this, people will think I'm a disrespectful bitch.
I have no idea where people get that kind of idea from.
And I'm not saying that there is no way some of these people are still alive, but she has no evidence. And with that being said, you're disrespecting that person and a lot of other people.
Just kind of gets under my skin that people don't do a little bit more research and are so irresponsible with the type of information they put out.
So that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over today. So now I'm just gonna speed this whole video up, put it on reverse, and make a couple of conclusions. So as an old man once told me, if you want to make a video filled with legit criticisms for Hikida Headlines, just go to the comment section. And there was a lot of people commenting on her BS, go figure it out for yourself. But what really struck me as interesting was that this content is actually incredibly negative when you look at it. I know somebody might say, well, you, Edward, are being incredibly negative in your videos. You've been negative towards Hikida Headlines in this video. And do I try to portray people as pawns of Satan? Do I call people Illuminati puppets? Do I spread wild, unsourced rumors? No, I don't. Oh, I don't know that. This channel overall is just so incredibly negative, okay? It's like, if you believe the stuff she's saying, you're making your own reality worse. There's no other way to say it. Second criticism isn't from the comments, but I've mentioned it a couple of times already, is the overall bias when it comes to the question everything mentality. Because it is pretty clear that she used to only see what she wants to see. Whenever someone hides one of their eyes, she sees them as a slave. Whenever someone admits to being a witch, she doesn't question it at all. Which is stupid and biased. Okay, we can clearly see. The third point overall is, I don't actually have a third point, but I feel like the first two are pretty damn good. So yeah, that's about it for this outro. Make sure to like if you enjoyed, or I will DM you an incredibly sad story on Twitter about why you need to leave the damn like. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Follow me on Twitter if... Actually, don't follow me on Twitter. It pretty much consists of me just crying most of the time. And yeah, I'm glad you made it this far, and bye everyone. See you in another video, I guess, whenever that will be.
I also try to make videos that are not a waste of time, that include useful information.